to be going over recounting the key details and explaining how they support the main idea. So, why do good readers identify the main idea? It's important to summarizing. Zach? Good. And Isabel? Okay. So we've gone over this chart lots of times. So let's just go it over one more time. The main idea helps readers understand what a story is mainly about. Ask yourself, what is the selection mostly about? Look at the title, look at the pictures. Sometimes the main idea is stated in the first or last sentence. It's not always in the first or last sentence. So you guys got to make sure that you're not constantly using this one. You got to use some of the other ones too, okay? Look for the clue words that are used repeatedly. And then let's go over our main ideal and supporting details. Main ideal, what the paragraph is about. Supporting details, support the main ideas. We're going to be working with this a lot today. So then we have a table here. And this is the tabletop, our main ideal. That's what our paragraph is covering. And then we have our details, which support our main ideal. Okay? So I'm going to do a passage for you guys, and you guys are just listening right now. So we're just going to listen. Do you guys know who Wayne Gretzky is? No. No one knows who he is. All right. I thought you guys would know. Do you guys know who Patrick Kane is?
Yes.
Okay, he's kind of like Patrick Kane. All right. Wayne Gretzky is called the Great One by fans of Canadian hockey. He scored over 1,000 goals during his career. Gretzky was born in Brantford, Ontario. He learned to ice skate on his family's farm when he was 3. Gretzky's family taught him and his 3 brothers to play hockey. They played on a frozen pond in the backyard. When Gretzky was 6, he joined a league of 10-year-olds and began playing on a team. In the summer, he played baseball and lacrosse. His first professional hockey team was the Indianapolis Racers. He played for them when he was only 17. Then he played for the Edmonton Oilers in Canada for 9 years. During this time, they won hockey's Stanley Cup 4 times. He also played for several U.S. teams. Gretzky retired from the sport in 1999. He was voted into the Hockey Hall of Fame, but both his hometown of Brantford and his adopted city of Edmonton named streets after Gretzky to honor him. So I'm going to go back, and I'm going to use my main ideal clues. Ask yourself, what is the selection mostly about? Well, they talk about this guy named Wayne Gretzky a lot, okay? So that I would say that's pretty much what it's about. Look at my title, Wayne Gretzky. Put your hand down, we're just doing what I do. Look at the pictures. I don't have any pictures to look at. Sometimes the main ideal is stated in the first or last sentence. Wayne Gretzky is called the Great One by fans of Canadian hockey. They talk a lot about how he was good, great. So maybe that'll help. Look at the last sentence. Both his hometown of Brantford and his adopted city of Edmonton named streets after Gretzky to honor him. Well, that was just one sentence. They really didn't say much else about that. Look for clue words that are used repeatedly. Well, I noticed they used his name a lot, so I'm going to circle that. They used hockey a lot. And they used played. They talked about all of his accomplishments on the ice. So I'm going to circle played. So I'm going to go down to here. What is the main ideal of this story? So I'm going to look at him. Wayne Gretzky was a great hockey player. Yes, and they talk a lot about about his accomplishments in hockey. So I'm going to leave that one. That one might be it. Wayne Gretzky had 3 brothers. I remember them talking about that, but I only remember one sentence. They really didn't talk much about his brothers, just that they played with him. So that I don't think then B would be the right answer. Wayne Gretzky played hockey in the United States and Canada. Well, I know he played for the Indianapolis Racers. That's in the U.S., right? And then he played for the Edmonton Oilers in Canada. talked about. They just said which teams he played for. They didn't really talk much about it. So I don't think it would be C. So then A would be my answer. My Wayne Gretzky was a great hockey player. So then I'm going to go over to my next paper. And this is kind of like our table right there. It kind of looks like a chair, but that's okay. We're going to call it the table. So we got the tabletop. That's where my main ideal goes. So that's where I'm going to write Wayne Gretzky was a great hockey player. So we're going to copy that in. And I'm going to go back and look at my text and make sure I spell his name right. Okay? Since it's right there, I might as well go back and look at it, right? That's what good readers do. Alright, so I wrote my main idea right there. Wayne Gretzky was a great hockey player. Then I'm going to go back and look at this chart. So I need my supporting details, and I'm going to write them right here. I need 3 of them. So I'm going to go back to my text and find, let me zoom in for you guys. Where could I find that he was a good hockey player? Well, I look right here, and he scored over 1,000 goals during his career. So I'm going to underline that. That's a good supporting detail. It supports that he was a great hockey player. So he scored over 1,000 goals in his career. And I capitalized my beginning word, and I have a period. So capital letter and a period, okay? I want to see that on your papers. So I need 2 more supporting details, right? So I'm going to go back through here, and I'm going to look. And I'm just looking. Well, he played for a professional hockey team, so I'm going to underline that real quick. Oh, this is a big one. They won Hockey Stanley Cup 4 times. So that means he helped win the Stanley Cup 4 times. So I'm going to use that as a detail, a supporting detail. They won Hockey Stanley Cup 4 times. So that's my second supporting detail. How many more details do I need? 1. So I want to have 3 supporting details. So I'm going to keep going. He also played for several U.S. teams. That's being retired in sports in 1999. Oh, this is another big one. Hockey's Hall of Fame. So he was voted into Hockey's Hall of Fame. Does that support that he was a great hockey player?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm going to put that one on there. He was voted into the Hockey Hall of Fame. So then I want you guys to make sure you have the capital letter here, and you have a period at the end of your sentence. And now we're going to zoom out. Alright, so I have my main ideal written right here. That's what my paragraph or passage is mostly about, right? And then I have my supporting details that support my main ideal. Okay? Alright, are there any questions? Any questions on this one? No? You guys are going to work in partners real quick. And you're going to get a passage just like this one. And you're going to have a multiple choice for the main idea. I want you guys to think about the choices that they give you. Does the paragraph mostly talk about that? Or is it like Wayne Gretzky had 3 brothers? Was that the entire paragraph? No. So I want you guys to think of what is the entire paragraph about. And then if you guys are done with writing out your main idea and your 3 supporting details, then you can do the second question here. Where did Gretzky first play hockey? It's just a little bonus question for you guys in case you get done first. Who can tell me where he first played? Zach?
And that was Measles.
Good job. So if you guys finish this sheet, then you can go on to number 2. Okay, any questions? Okay. So you are going to get, it's called Lady Bird Johnson.
What?
You're going to learn who she is. So they give you the main idea. Listen. They give you the main idea. And then when can you do this question? When can you do question number 2? Who can tell me? Elizabeth. After you're done with our table, right? All right. So I'm going to leave this up here for you so you guys can look at it. And then we're going to call partners. You guys are going to have about 10 minutes to do this. And then we're going to come back together, okay?
Yep.
So Zach and Hunter, you guys are going to work together. Here's that. And you guys need that. Juliana and Hannah Kay, you guys are working together. And then we have Isabel and Anna Marie. Anna Marie, all right. All right. Grab one from a different table if there's no pencils in yours. And then we have James and Sierra. You guys are going to work together. And you guys can find a spot at a table, or you can find a spot up here. Yep, you guys are going to sit back here because we have some friends back there. We're going to sit up here, okay? So Hunter, you can go ahead and sit right there. Tara and Darius. And remember, you guys have about 10 minutes to do this. I give you Tara. Carson and Kennedy. So you 3 are just going to work together. And then I'll be walking around to help you guys, okay? So go ahead and start right away. Make sure you guys put your name on both sheets. You guys can work right over here, so we don't get our friends in the back. So you guys can go ahead and move like that. And you guys can sit over here, okay? Make sure you guys are reading the passage first.
Was as pretty as Lady Bird. Lady Bird. She continues to help her especially project to work on Lady Bird chose Lady Bird Is it P? Lady Bird. ladybird beetle. Ladybird is another name for a ladybug. So ladybird became a nickname. Ladybird has giant wings that are beautiful she helped to get millions of flowers, and we can still see the flowers today. Ladybirds that were flowers, so does hope. Highway helped make the state of Texas more beautiful.
You guys should be reading.
We already did.
Okay, so what do you guys think the main idea is?
What? Yeah, I think so.
Did they talk a lot about that?
Yeah.
Show me where. Where did they talk about that?
She helped get millions of flowers planted. We can still see these flowers today. Ladybird believes that flowers
What is all this about though?
does hope. This to hope.
That's just saying how she became the first lady, right? Why do you think it's C?
Because it tells you how
What would be one of your supporting details?
the ladybirds helped in wildflowers.
Okay. Alright, that's a good one. So then where would you write that on here? Okay. And what are you going to write right here?
Ladybird Johnson helps make America's houses beautiful.
Okay. Very good. We need to get you guys another eraser.
Ladybird Johnson.
Where's your supporting detail for that then? For Ladybird Johnson helped make America's highways beautiful. Hunter. No.
We do that one last time. I know. I was just writing.
Find your supporting detail and that'll tell you if that's your main idea.
She wanted to make the highways of the United States. I got an eraser.
Okay. Why do you think it's not A?
Because they really didn't talk about the music.
They only had like one sentence about it, right? Why do you think it's not B?
They don't really talk about that. They only have like a couple of sentences.
Okay. And that's not what she really did, right? I mean, yeah, she did marry the president, but they don't really talk about their marriage or anything, right? So, how do you know it's C?
Because it says that she wanted to make the highway of the United States more beautiful.
Okay, would you use that as a supporting detail? So you can write it on one of those legs.
Okay, so it's C.
What did you guys think the main idea was?
C.
C? And what's your one supporting detail? I see you guys are already writing.
Ladybird Johnson. Ladybird chose highway.
Okay, so she chose that. Why did she?
Mrs. Wright, please call the office. Mrs. Wright, please call the office.
First ladies are supposed to choose something to help the world, and she chose highways to
There you go. What did you guys think was your main idea? And what are you guys going to use as your supporting detail? Tell me your first one. The last sentence? You guys pointed to two different things, so what did you point to as well? Does that support that she helped make America's highways? So I would use that one. What is yours?
To write on surface. Okay, so
Does that help with making America's highways beautiful? She chooses other people. Okay. So you guys don't have a main ideal yet? Okay. So show me what are you guys circling? Okay. Any other words that you see a lot? Now why are you circling this one?
Because he was the president.
Okay. That does seem kind of important, but is it important to the whole passage? No. So do we have to circle that one? No. What else can we circle? What else? What words do you guys see a lot? What did you read a lot about? Okay. And where do you see that? Where would it be a supporting detail for that? Okay. Okay, would you use that as a supporting detail, right? Okay. So make sure you guys put your main idea right here, and then your supporting detail right there. Okay? Keep on working.
Lady Bird Johnson was born in 1912.
You guys have about 2 more minutes, and then we're going to come back. Don't worry if you don't have all of them filled out. Okay, well, just wait for her.
I don't have a eraser.
We'll just wait for her, okay? And let her use your eraser if you have one. Oh, there's a magic genie in here that just throws them out. Go ahead and use that. Okay, good. You guys have about 2 more minutes. If you're not done, that's okay. As long as you have 1 or 2 of them filled in, I'll be happy.
Flowers. President. So what are we gonna do for the I say we still Ladybird believed that where flowers bloom, so does hope.
Okay. So wait till he finishes and then what can you do? So wait till he's done and then you guys can do number 2, okay?
What's number 2 again? Because our main idea is Lady Bird Johnson helps to make all America's highways beautiful. So maybe Johnson chose highways beautification or they have to continue to make beautiful homes beautiful after her husband left the office. I go for she chose highway beautification.
All right. So stop where you are. It's okay if you didn't finish. We're going to come back and talk about it real quick. So if you were in the first row, come back up and make my first row. You don't have to be by your partner. It's okay to go back to where you were sitting originally.
It looks like Guido.
All right, if you were in the second row, come back down and sit down. If you were in the third row, come back and sit down. Okay, you're not distracted. Okay, well, we're not going to do anything at this point, so we'll put it back over there, okay? And if you were in my fourth row, come sit back down. All right, so what did we think our main idea was? Who can tell me? Let's see where it sticks. Isabel. Okay, so Lady Bird Johnson helped make America's highways beautiful. Who agrees? Thumbs up. Good, so we all agree. All right, so what supporting details did you guys find? Elizabeth, you had your hand up. What did you find?
That she wanted to make the highways of the United States more beautiful.
Okay. And where did you find that sentence? Come up and underline it for me. Okay. And did you write that on one of your lakes?
Yes.
Okay. So we don't have enough time for me to write it out, so I'm going to have you guys come up and underline where you found them, okay? So I'm going to have Zach. What's yours? Go ahead and read it out to me first.
She helped
Okay, she helped get millions of flowers planted. Hunter, sit down on the bottom. Good job. And I need one more. One more. Elizabeth, you were over here. Sierra.
Lady Bird chose highway
Beautification. How did she choose highway beautification?
It says most women who serve as first ladies chose a special project to work.
All right, so come underline that up here. So she got to pick a project because she was the first lady, right? And so what she wanted to do was to make America's highways more beautiful. Are there any questions on supporting detail and main idea? No? All right, so what we're gonna do next is you guys are gonna go back to your seat. Listen though, before you guys move. You guys are gonna work on another passage, just like the one you've been working on. And they give you a few options for the main idea. And then they give you an extra question. You do not have to answer this. Must do and can do. Okay? And then you're also going to get another sheet like this one. And you're going to be doing the same thing that you just did with your partner, but you're going to be doing it independently, okay? Any questions? Hunter. After this, you're going to silent read until everyone is done, okay? And then we'll go into centers. Yes, I did switch. Yes. All right. All right, so we're going to go back to our seat. First row, go ahead and go back to your seat.